Legend has it that the king of ancient Rome possessed divine strength even as an infant and could plow fields for cattle. As he grew up, he became incredibly strong and could plow 10 acres of land in a single day. His father felt great pity for Odysseus, so he sold him to a slave master in exchange for a cow to replace his son. The terrified Odysseus was taken to Rome, along with several fellow laborers, but what awaited them was being sent to the gladiatorial arena.
Remember, there are no small wounds, only small victims.
Soon, Odysseus faced his first battle. The enemy stood 8 feet tall and was skilled at splitting people with an axe. Odysseus was beaten without any ability to fight back. Just as the third axe was about to fall, Odysseus finally unleashed his tremendous power. After headbutting the enemy to knock him down, he grabbed both feet and performed a move called the Raging Bull Plowing.
All right, pal. Should we call it a tie?
Because his beloved warrior had been dragged to death, the arena owner was furious. He prepared to drag Odysseus out to feed him to the hippos. Fortunately, his daughter Marge Aura pleaded desperately, which saved Odysseus' life. From that point on, Odysseus redeemed himself through achievements, winning battle after battle for his patron, and his status gradually rose. He also fell in love with Marge Aura at first sight. After the duel, Odysseus promised everyone that if anyone gained their freedom, they must rescue the rest at all costs.
Yeah, to freedom! Hey, you chunks are no fun.
At that moment, Marge Aura suddenly appeared. She pretended to be there for supervision, but actually wanted to watch Odysseus' pectoral muscle dance after killing. The atmosphere gradually heated up, igniting this lonely and empty romance. Before long, Marge Aura became pregnant. The arena owner was very angry and zauji everyone for a meeting, demanding that the culprit who defiled his daughter step forward, or everyone would be put to death.
I had Sexicus.
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 I had Sexicus. You jerks! You knew I liked her!
We were covering for you, jackass.
Odysseus said he would take responsibility for his own actions. He thought the boss would drag him out to feed the hippos. Unexpectedly, the man released him instead. Not only did he free Odysseus from his slave status, he also let Marge Aura marry him. Finally, he gave the arena slaves to Odysseus as his subordinates. However, Odysseus had not forgotten his original promise. Just as he was removing everyone's shackles, Marge Aura expressed a different opinion. Wasn't it good to have a few slaves at home?
Look, fellas, no one honors oaths more than me. No one. Just give me a little time till we get on our feet, then I'll totally free you. Management thanks you for your patience.
Many years later, Odysseus took over his father-in-law's dirty business, a laundry. In ancient Rome, people used ammonia to wash clothes, and ammonia was extracted from human urine. Odysseus relied on this secret formula to open laundries throughout Rome.
What's up, Dad? How's the whiz-biz?
Mellow and yellow.
The family rapidly became wealthy and successful. They left the rural town and moved into a top luxury mansion in the city. Seeing the newly rich Odysseus, his friends took the opportunity to ask whether he should keep his promise to return their freedom since he made money using their secret formula. However, Odysseus at this time no longer had the loyalty and righteousness of years past. He flatly refused his friend's request. He then led his family to attend the nobles' church gathering. However, due to their low status, they could only stand at the very back and watch. Only senators could have front row seats. Marge Aura had a bright idea and incited her husband to become a senator to gain greater power. But Odysseus thought this kind of work would be very tiring.
But think of the perks. You'll get invited to fancier orgies. The kinds with women.
They have those?
Odysseus excitedly went to the Senate, requesting that the Roman king give him an official position.
The pig guy, a senator? That would be an insult to the dignity of this office.
Just as Odysseus was grieving alone, the king's son suddenly found him. He said that as the emperor's political adopted son, he was the sole heir. As long as he helped him eliminate the king, on the day he succeeded to the throne, he would appoint him as a senator. Odysseus looked thoughtful upon hearing this.
Pig guy.
After the king died, Odysseus got his wish and became a senator.
I love my job.
Over the following decades, his power grew greater and greater, and his body grew fatter and fatter. But Marge Aura also became more vain and wanted more. Just because the Roman king didn't attend the banquet made Marge Aura very unhappy. So she once again incited her husband to eliminate the Roman king. Odysseus was terrified and flatly refused.
It's a natural stopping point.
Just remember, power comes to those who take it.
An accident still occurred. Not long after, when the Roman king attended an important event, he had a slave taste the wine first to test for poison and discovered the wine was poisoned.
You didn't.
You wouldn't.
Although he detected the poison in the wine, the Roman king did not escape the fate of death. Marge Aura took the opportunity to announce that the old god was dead, and her son Bart would succeed to the throne. After Bart became the king of ancient Rome, he ruled the world brutally. To silence the senators who opposed him, he even dissolved the Senate. This young emperor also contracted syphilis. He declared he was no longer king.
because I am now your god!
Odysseus could no longer tolerate this. He angrily denounced his son as a tyrant and called on the people to overthrow his rule together. Bart was furious and wanted to feed his father to the lions.
We're gonna need more lions.
Just like that, Odysseus and his good brothers returned to the cage once again. The oath they had carved on the wall back then filled Odysseus with shame, so he announced on the spot that they were all freed and were no longer his slaves.
We're in a jail cell, you dope.
Odysseus decided to stop Bart's rule.
No.
Odysseus picked up his short sword, put on his former armor, and appeared. He directly lifted his pants to humiliate Bart. The light projected from his buttocks made Bart unable to open his eyes. He charged at his father in humiliation and anger. Bart was agile and immediately cut off his father's ear upon entering the arena. But Odysseus knew his son too well. He used the fat on his belly to bounce Bart away. Seeing this, Marge Aura hurriedly pleaded for mercy. Taking advantage of his parents' conversation, Bart pulled out a hidden blade to ambush his father. On the verge of death, Odysseus strangled Bart's neck. Soon, both of them collapsed in the gladiatorial arena. Marge Aura instantly came to her senses. Because of her own ambition, her family was destroyed. In overwhelming grief, she also committed suicide by poison.
What about me?
We never really clicked.
The Roman Empire suffered tremendous upheaval and finally fell after 400 years of turmoil.
The moral of that story is clear. Marge is wrong, and ambition is terrible.
No. The lesson is that the unchecked lust for money and power can bring a once great nation to ruin. Does anyone think it was weird that Dad killed me?
When will humanity ever learn to stop letting stupid people into museums?